Are you ready? Yeah. Hello, it's Fergie. If you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home and say it. If you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home.
What's up? What's up? Well, let's hop into Trackmania. That's where we're going to start. We're going to start on weekly shorts. Get the controller going. Let me join. Oh, I got to connect it again. Hold up. Uh-oh. It's not connecting. Give it a second. There we go. All right, so this is the second round of the weekly shorts that this week I've done. So I'm not coming into these totally blind. Ah, shit. I'm still hanging on to that cough a little bit, too. Here we go. Too far. After this, I plan on doing track of the day, and then hopping on some Battlefield. And then I think I'm gonna continue on the Ultra Hardcore Warrior. I just dinged 24 last night. Damn. Just dinged 24 last night. Got the achievement for Shadow Fang Key. Uh-oh. Man, I'm really struggling on that turn. Ah! Try to shoot. Shoot right between with no brake. What is it with that turn and me not being able to do it? Much better. Alright. I finally learned. Alright. Next track, please. Next track, please. Hey, why is this not showing? There we go. Very nice, very nice. Wait, how's the volume? Mic volume's good. Game volume's a little high. There we go. I think we're... Oh, that's way too high. Let's try that. You should be good there. Perfect. Damn. Ninja Warrior. This one's really tough because you have to hit this clean. Here's the hard part. No, I missed. I'll put a time up, but it's not gonna get me there. That's slow. 19.3. You gotta hit that straight. And hit this. Oh, see, he hit it. Ah. Whoops. You do kind of slide on this a little bit. See, that would have been clean. It all comes down to being able to hit that second jump. Right on point. Fail. Okay. Very nice. Oh! We're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe if we start on the left side. Oh, what the fuck? Nope. Oh, come on. Here we go. What the? How? Why is it so damn crooked? Passable. Oh, awful, awful. Okay, perfectly straight. And then somehow a flip happens. Okay. Now, hold on. Okay, there we go. Better. Should look a little better with the other. Yeah. The other lights on. All right. We have 2 minutes. It's nice and straight. It was. I just want to hit that beam. That's all I want. Just hit that beam. Oh! Okay. Success. I can't believe I hit that so clean the other day. Sunday was the day. Nope. That's why that guy's freaking out. Like, yeah, 13-9. It's the only way to do it. Pretty damn close. It is. I have a slow ass time and I'm top half almost. How is sub 14 possible? Uh-oh, is the game froze? It is. That's the first time I've seen that. That is the first time I've seen this game freeze. Huh. Wow. You know what? Let's go right to track of the day. Join the server. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Huh? Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Look at all these beasts in here. And they've already been racing on it too. Keep that in mind. They're trying to get a time in, learn the track. It's a long track. Ah, you know what? Forget it. Try it again. At least better than the last run. Bam! Oh, okay, it's update available. Okay, this is a cool track, but it's gonna be hard to post a good time here. I will say that much. Bam! Keep it tight, keep it tight. TTTV Eterna FN. Catching your ass. I'm gonna catch up. Damn it. Come on. We have time. We have 17 minutes. Eventually I need to get a finish in here. Yep. Better. Still caught air. Get there! dude, come on. After all that. Ah. Stick the landing. It's the TTV guy again. Let's race by him. Oh yeah. Put him in the dust. Kinda messed up that turn a little. Oh, did he kiss the wall there? I think he did. Oh no! I had it. I had it actually. Very clean. Keep her rolling, keep her rolling. I will stick the landing. I will stick the landing. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Can you even do this on the reset? Oi! I don't think you can. Oh man, that's rough. I can't get that damn ending down. Nope. Sick little backflip though. Here we go. Oh, too much air. I don't like that. Good recovery. Better. Free turn. I gotta come into that wider. I really have to come into that wider. That's the problem. I'll race back to this guy. Just watch. He's kind of killing it though. That was close. Ooh, I messed up the turn a little. Oh, I had to let off the gas. No. Oh, I followed that guy. Wide. Finally. I'm dead. My God, after all of that. Oh, man. After all of that, I'm dead last. That hurts. We're gonna first finish of the track. Come on. Now we can go for speed. Well, we kind of know what we're doing. We take so much time off this run. Ooh, too far. Better. Damn, I only went 4 slots. Okay, so basically you have to hit a... Wait. Out of how many players? 70, okay. I've got to hit a sub 45 to be really in it at all. Hmm. That was better. Oh, that's a way better lead-in too. Wow. Way better lead-in. So much better. Oh! Oh! That would almost have killed me. Oh, I lost all my lead though. That sucks. Damn. Ah. I actually had a good run going. What a cut. Ooh, I lost speed. Lost speed again. You're still ahead somehow. Yeah, if you come into that last turn wider, it's so much easier to make the launch at the end. All right, let's go sub 46 here. On sub 46. Ooh, we're back. Race it back. Race us back into it. GG. Oh, I think I hit the wall. Nope. You can't start with hits. Not gonna do it. Here we go. Oh! Maybe feather the gas there? Feather the throttle? See, we're still back though. Terrible run. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Oh, that was clean. That was much better. Oh my god, no! Are you kidding? That was so good! That was literally the run. That was definitely sub 46. We're even talking mid 45s. Damn. It's alright. We can fight back. Fight it back. Fight back. Come on. Beat this guy. Oh no! A full second, man. Oh, that's killer. Damn, that's killer. I can definitely do sub 46. That's in the bag. It's the 45. That's going to be really tough. They have mastered this track, man. We're racing. We're racing. We're racing. Fuck, man. That turn kills me. Just kills me. Nope. Come on, get a sub 46. That jumps hurt me worse than the end. Ah, that air killed it. Damn it. Yeah, see? I'm usually a half second ahead there. I'll race it just to do it, but I'm way back. Way back what I should be. Feathered. Short. Damn. I've got a good run in me. I've got a decent run in me, though. I'm telling you. Put all the pieces together. Ooh, double air. Bad. Ooh, I think I actually just barely rolled the tire. I'm still blue. It's crazy. Here we go. Clean. Nice and wide. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That's exactly what I wanted at the end too. Come on, finish this run. Finish this run. That was too sharp. Okay. Respectable. There we go. 45.6. Where are we at? No, man. Ow. Ow. How are they so fast? The runs just must be flawless, man. I'll give it the 2 minutes. How am I back? Right on that. There's no way. Now for me, 45.6 is going to be hard to beat. We're there though. And we lost it. Ooh, down he goes. Oh, you know what? You have to avoid the air there. We actually beat it. don't even know what the leaders are at. Way underneath what I'm at. Oh, wow. That air killed it. Damn it. Oh! It's a daisies. Is there even a point to try right now? No, way too far. Point two. They were tied. Oh, GG. GG. What I get? I was like 57th out of like 80. Right? It was about 80. Almost 100. But does it just restart? It just goes to another track. Oh, this is the same track, right? It just restarts another hour or something? How does this work? Oh, 30 minutes, okay. No. We're done. Quit. Battlefield time. Battlefield. Oh. Update's not complete. Time for chess. So that's done. Do. Change category. BF6. Bingo. Let's do one blitz game. Actually, you know what? Let's do bullet. Game aborted. Let's try it again. Queen's Gambit. Here. Here. There. Do I want bishop to come up? I really don't. Take that. That's a bit annoying. Let's go here. Wait, there. Let's bait. Um, that's a little bit of a weird move. He could come here, yeah. I'll take. Oh, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Annoying. Okay. I need a little support here. Need a little support. What's he gonna? Oh, it's my move. What? Uh, didn't even know he moved. Should move my camera, huh? Okay. Oh, that's really bad. That's game. It's over. GG. GG. All right. In the battlefield, it's done. Load it up. Load it up. Oh my god. Winter offensive. How many updates has this had? December 3rd update, December 11th update. Hidden achievement. Sidearm headshots. This 250 sniper kills. I feel like I've gotten that. 5 multi kills as assault. I don't know. I think I kind of want to snipe. That's what I'm leaning towards. Hmm. Oh, I know what I can do. No, you know what? We're not gonna do audiobook while I play Ultra. No. Come on. Good old laptop gaming. Laptop gamer here. Whoops. Let's get it. Yeah. What is Winter Offensive? Ice Lock. Frozen Brooklyn. Seek heat and control multiple ejectors for as long as possible. Event challenges in progress through the limited time battle pass bonus path to unlock unique event rewards. Chaos Climb? What is that? Sounds kind of fun. I have no idea what this is. I know it's called Chaos Climb. A little nuggin. Come on. Entombed. Team 2 is taken the lead by the... What in the world is this? Oh, it's this Chaos Client. Oh, shit. How do you score? Oh shit, I can't see. Oh, I couldn't see anything. Oh, he died instantly. Shit. Damn. That's tough. Okay, so you have 8 minutes. Where are we going? Seeing through the explosions is half the battle. Oh shit. It just deflected off that one, man. Oh. Come on. Avoid contact at all costs. Oh shit. Okay. So the spinner. Oh fuck. This is so stupid. It's fun though. Come on. Get to the top. Some of these come down really fast. Dude, they're bounce off the other vehicles. I can't predict that. It's happening from so far away up the hill. Aerial assault. Can you knife enemies that are running up? I'm curious. Oh shoot. Oh. Oh, they got jets coming in too? Oh, oh. They're coming in fast. Oh god. Come on. Come on. I was getting kind of close. Damn. Try it again. Alright. Alright, that didn't last long. Came right through the smoke at me. Yep, spawn. Is he doing a revive? Holy. Oh! Barely missed that one. What's going on there? I guess taking a little break. Right from behind the fucking jet. Coming full speed. Here we go. Come on. Make it happen. Watch all levels. Watch all levels. Huh? Oh, come on. It was in the fucking air when it got to me. That's bogus. Bogus, bogus, bogus. On my way, dude. Can't see. Fuck, dude. Dr. Payne, dumbass. Oh. I should have just avoided it. Graveyard. Dodging him, dodging him. Going every direction here. Don't come near me, dude. Ooh, that one saved me. Still in my fucking way. Ooh, that was close. Bank. Oh, I walked right into it. God damn it. Oh. Come on. That's the worst one yet. I died before I landed. Impressive. Right. I want to knife somebody. That's running up. Would be funny. Damn, that just took them all out. Tough spot. Ooh, they're going fast. Okay, clean. Don't get distracted. You have jets coming in soon. Get over there. Damn. Stay away from me. Get away, get away! No! Fuck, that was so slow, too! Oh, that was on me. That was slow as hell and I walked right into it. Watch out. Big ass tank coming through. Heads up. Nice. Nice. Let me ban the bot. Bye-bye. Okay. 1 minute. How far can we get up? Not a whole lot of vision happening here. Really? Well, I'm gonna go play a normal match. That was fun though. That's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Oh. All right, winter offensive. Hardcore breakthrough. You know what? I don't want to do that. Let's go feature it again though. Community. We could try hardcore. Although I think I'd rather do Conquest. Do a couple games of Conquest. Yeah, yeah. And about 4 o'clock, I'll have approximately 1 hour to grind. I'm like 1 or 2 bars into 24. I think I can get to 25 before I go to BFD though. I think the achievement is 26 and under, something like that. But if I go in there 2 levels under, I think I'm gonna be DPS. I don't think I'm gonna tank it. All right, where are we at? Let's go engineer.
All squads, move out for attack. Take control of the objectives and hold ground.
What map is this? I don't think I've played this map. Yeah, this is 100% a map I've never played. Huh. Okay.
Move to attack the marked objective.
Out in the open.
We've begun our assault on Charlie. Objective Charlie neutralized.
Damn. I swear I could hear his footsteps.
Right, we're taking objective Charlie.
Well, I hit him first, and then I pulled way off of him. Whoops.
Be advised, enemy forces are winning the fight.
Come on.
We've lost Echo.
I have to learn the map before you snipe there. You can't jump up that.
Echo is being captured by
Why do they have tank mines in the building? I guess you can drive through them.
Be advised, hostiles are attacking objective Charlie.
Sick.
Our forces have neutralized Delta.
Easy shooting. I gotta move my drone.
We now hold objective Bravo. Be advised, Charlie.
Was it 3?
I need a defensive line on that position.
There we go.
The enemy is still winning the fight. Get back and take control.
Put him down. They're just all spawning here now.
Friendlies have secured
Shit.
objective Delta.
Damn. Damn it.
We've secured more objectives. Let's hold.
It's a good little run. It's a good sniper spot, really. A. You know what? Let's try the AA. I never get in these.
We now hold Echo. Need attack support on the marked objective. Our forces are attacking Charlie.
I think he dissed the heli. Oh.
We're targeting objective Delta.
One down, one to go. That's not a tow, right? But where? But where?
Secured more objectives. Let's rally and counter.
Hmm.
Hostiles attacking Bravo.
Dumbass. Damn it! Should be using a sniper. Coming in that close.
Control more objectives than the enemy. Objective
Ooh,
marked.
he would be
Enemy
nice.
supporting the attack. The enemy is attacking Alpha.
Sniper.
We no longer hold Alpha.
See you. Body shot. Get away from me, you bastard!
Be advised, the enemy now
Let's go
controls
tank.
more objectives.
Here we go.
Control objective Bravo.
This guy. That was fast. What, it was fucking one RPG? I was at like 2/3 health. Fucking one RPG. God damn, that's boring. This one guy with an RPG can insta-kill you. Not cool at all.
Move to attack the marked objective.
Surely somebody will spawn on him and jump down. He's dead. There it is. 99, man. Here we go. Hang on.
We're attacking Charlie.
Really? It hit him? Alright. Wake up call. Oh, the tank was behind me. Ugh. See if we can get the main tank. All right, I'm not going onto the close quarters because it's just gonna get RPG'd again.
Move to attack the marked objective. Neutralize objective Bravo.
Damn it. There's one.
Our forces are attacking objective Charlie.
We've secured more objectives. Let's hold it.
Stupid helo. Why's my driving wonky? Oh. We're about to die.
Enemy attack confirmed at Echo.
Repairs? Anybody for repairs?
Be advised, we have lost Echo.
There's a tank there.
Enemies are attacking objective Delta.
He must be dead.
Objective Echo is in enemy hands. The enemy has secured more objectives.
He's dead right here.
Counter.
Very nice.
Enemy AT! We're attacking Charlie.
Enemy down!
Up the hill we go. Come on. We've got eyes on.
Way to set an example, soldier!
Hostile forces are still ahead in the fight. Let's regroup.
Get close. That's it.
Frag out!
Too far. Whoops.
Be advised,
Damn it.
we need to hit back.
I'm not going to AA again. Shit. Not bad. You don't see me. Ah.
Hostile attack launched on Delta.
Too many angles. Way too many angles. You know what? These compromised. There's a tank here though, isn't there? No.
Move to attack the marked objective.
Nothing.
attack launched on Bravo.
Go Alpha, man.
Advised, hostiles still hold
Go Alpha, go
objectives.
Alpha. Damn it. Come here, bud. Yeah, I can hear him. Oh, so annoying. Should I spawn on him? I'll spawn here.
We now hold objective Bravo.
Is this like? Can we take this out?
Battle is still being controlled by the enemy.
I have no rockets left. I gotta drag that tank into me somehow. Don't get out of the vehicle, bud. Easy.
Be advised, hostiles still hold more objectives.
Did they already see me? I didn't think they'd know I got in. Hold up. Give us a little reset here. Hey, bud. Ah! AR versus SMG.
Can take control.
Actually, I don't even know that. I think he also was using SMG.
Objective Alpha has been lost.
Oh. Nothing there. Soon as this match ends, I think I'm going to
We've taken objective
Ultra.
Alpha.
So let's try to get a snipe.
It's close to victory. I need everyone on the offensive. Everyone. We've lost control of objective Alpha. Hostiles still
He was
control
dancing.
objectives. Let's regroup.
He's trying to dodge me. Look at his ass. No. GG. Let's just go to hardcore. Screw it. Screw it. Yeah. All right. So oh, you know what? I'm still in Stormwind. That's all right. I think I'm gonna grind a level in Duskwood. I've already trained. I've got good enough gear. I've got food, sharpening stones, and the lights. We only just didn't sell really. Okay, so I'm gonna try to sell this axe. Yeah, I'll just put it for like 35 silver. Do 35. Lesser moonstone. I'm just vendoring that. Vendor. Holy moly, I'm gonna sell him that. 39, 39.50. Vendor. Heavy stone. I'll sell it for 750. Okay. Oh, you know what? Ren, there's a bad choice. Well, that's huge. I have execute now. Ren will be on X. Okay. All right. Time to go grind. Plenty of bandages. We're set. So BFD, I don't think BFD is very tough. I think it's gonna be pretty easy. Achievement. We'll see. It all depends on the players. All depends on the players. So we're going to Duskwood. What was it? Oh yeah. So before 27. So actually, I could do Wailing Caverns, but I don't know how much XP I'd get from that. It takes forever to get there, so I'm not doing that. I think at 25, I'll go there. We'll see. And then stocks at 27? No. Stocks at 26, and like late into 26. So yeah, I have some grinding to do. That's okay. 30 and flirty, I actually want to do that. Or 4 candles. Like all 4 candles at once within Black Fathom Deeps and survive. All that's gonna take, I think, is everyone has to be level 30. You need at least 1 mage. Ideally 2 mages. Yeah, you just need big AoE. And at 30, I'll have Sweeping Strikes, so I'll just pop Sweeping Strikes. I don't know if you can pool Rage before that, though. Like, what you can pool Rage on. But that would be the goal. Pool Rage, pop Sweeping, you know, you have Fear, you have Novas, just massive AoE and just pump them all down. I think you could do it. The heavy stone already sold. It's so fast. No stitches, right? Good. Good. Into Eerie Duskwood. But now, see, I'm killing level 22s, level 23s as a 24, which is what we want. I could stay here till 25 easily. And then I think we go to ghouls, although I have to check mob level. You know what, let me check mob level right now. 2 seconds. Mob level by zone. We'll go to Duskwood. Where is the Duskwood? There it is. Actually doesn't even show up on the map. Okay. So the field, you just have to go to the field or above you. I would say go to the field. Yeah, at 25. Okay. You can fight 26s though, which is a little scary. Whatever. And the steel bloom sold. I feel like more so than mining, it's Irving, but we've already got a guy here. 2 guys. 3 guys! Holy shit. Well, let's buff up. We've got a little bit of rusted to work with. Okay, food. Sharpening stone. Shout. And there's one more. Actually, I think that's it. And then just demo shout every mob. They're so much easier at level 24. It's insane. Mainly because you just miss less. You miss way, way less. Oh, I gotta start executing too. Man, execute this game changer. Let's kill this mage. Kill the mage. Speaking of mages, I kind of want to level a mage. Oh wait, this is my lair. How many people around? 70? Okay. Hit and execute. 325. Holy. Oh, you know what? We did get a lot of spirit here. Spirit, spirit, spirit. 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 That's such a fast kill. Jeez. It does dump your rage, which is kind of annoying. Bandage. You know, I want to use the worst bandages first. Oh, I can't wait to get sweeping strikes and just have a two-hander and bust down. Fucking bust them. Destroyed. I don't really want to execute. It's just worse for grinding. Burns way too much rage. Look at that. This is so much faster than at level 22. Man, that was a struggle. Are we even max skilled yet? Draw. No, we're not. We actually have quite a bit on defense too. To get int strength level 19. Could be better. Yeah, dumping that much rage. I would say I never want to use it above like 30-ish rage. Because you're just overkilling. Anyways. Yeah, and I'm only demo shotting to warriors. Since it sadly only does attack power. Whoops. Parried it. Nice. Build's doing Mara. Well, see, and we ranked up. What else did we ranked up? Battle Shout and Heroic Strike, and we got Fear. It's just everything is so much stronger. Now, what kind of logic is that on the charge? It makes me go over the fence so that I can charge, and then as soon as I clear it, it makes me run on the back side of it to run around it. Come on, Blizzard. You're better than that. Why am I pulling rage? So I can't rend him. There's no point to demo shot him or to thunderclap him. I don't think thunderclap does spells, does it? And between their attacks, yeah, it doesn't. It's weak. Oh, I guess I could. That's a 3-minute kick with intimidating shout. Come on. And he's dead. I might have to pot this. Easy. Now imagine if we actually got a dungeon drop from a weapon. Oh, that'd be so strong. Burn him down. Burn him down. Burn him down. Oh, yeah. Now, the ghouls, I don't know what level those ghouls are. I want to say they're like 26, but I'm not sure. And it's not exactly a good way to just trial and error it. And the average level they kill is 23.7. I'm with 24.0, so I would call that a wait. That's a huge fort buff, though. 20 stam. That's massive. You have to piss pretty bad. One more kill. Oh, the hamstring. Looking for 2 more SFK, 1 tank, 1 DPS. I guess I could just rerun SFK, right? I can run that if I ran yesterday, right? Let me kill this one. Yes, clicked. Oh, that's right. Raid. Oh. Well, it's not letting me look at that info. Or does he need... He wants me to tank, probably. He whispered 30 people. He's looking for a tank. Shoot. I mean, I can buy a shield. Or do I want to just keep grinding? I kind of want to just keep grinding. I don't know. I have the flight pass now. All I gotta do is hearth, fly up there, clear it. Gets 25. Then I can run BFD. You know what? No. I don't want to tank right now. Just want to grind it out. I need... What is that? 23,000? 20... Yeah, let's call it... 25... Yeah. 24,000 XP. So... If I get 120 each, I need 200 kills. If I get 3 a minute, 200, 3 minutes, 70 minutes. So it's about an hour and 10 minutes. So it'll be about 5:15 if you include downtime. We'll just call it 5:30, and I'll be 25. I'm okay with that. Just with his kill speed. That charge that up is so funny. The level 10 said thank you, thank you. And then he died. Kill him. Oh. Still got the cast off. This is a legit wool cloth farming spot though. Like I'm at least replenishing, if not gaining on wool cloth from being here. And it's not like it sells crazy, but it's, I don't know, 50, 60 silver a stack. And they drop food. You get some greens, some grays. It's not bad. It's not bad. Need to re-eat the food buff. But it's hard when the mobs are dying this fast to eat. You just want to kill more. Not to mention the raw gold you get. The slightly weaker potions on while I'm in the open world. Save the really good ones for dungeons. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah, see? Yeah, see? That's what I'm gonna do. Come on. Die. Over here. Crit. Yeah. Double crit. One more. Oh, he lived. Bandage that. Oh, you can't even fear him. It's annoying. Too many mages. Give me more warriors. Oh, damn. That's why you want herbing. Because you can be just in the grind zone and you get herbs, man. Come on, YouTube. Come on. Where's the discovery at? Where's the discovery? There is none. Always use overpower when you can. I think I'll sell those, but in strength, who's even gonna want that pally? Not a hunter. It's kind of just bad. So we're getting a little overrun, running low on mobs. Yeah. Is it like a hyper spawn? 'Cause as soon as I said that, I seen like 4 mobs coming in. Don't pull the second mob yet. So, eclipse the 2000 enemy slain mark. Hell yeah. Oh, you died to a 4 at level 2. Why are you even trying? Ugh, are you trying? A lot of low level deaths today. I think I could do 2 mobs. Just do cleave. Ooh, burnished boots. Those are actually really good. 2 strength, 4 stam. I'm gonna keep the ones I have, but I'll sell those. Those are really good. I kind of hate to destroy linen cloth, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, longest charge ever. What are we doing? 34 rogue with enchants. I don't think I demo shotted this guy. Demo shot him, double heroic strike, and then I'm gonna bandage. Oops. 50 minutes. See, I had a lot of city time in this level. 48 rogue, no, or priest. And Kalimdor. Let's get rid of the linen cloth from our wool. Yeah. And that for the pants. Like it? Die. Oh, dodge. We don't hate dodges because we get overpower, so. What we hate is miss. Come on. Very good, very good. Let's go up here. Kill him, get in a little safe spot, log out, piss, come back. Can't see. Okay. By the time I log out. We're back. On our way to 25. We've got a long way to 60. A long, long way to 60. Oh, reloaded UI. Better. I'll just have to resharpen anyways. Curious. Resharpen. Bingo. Hey, I'm on this layer alone. Oh yeah. Double miss. So yeah, ideally today we can get not only 225, but I might have to. I'll probably have to end the stream. You know, have dinner, make my calls, and then I will hop back on, and I'll try to stream my actual run of BFD for the achievement run. Try to stream that. Then tomorrow I'll see what level we are. Maybe we do stocks. Then if we have the achieve for stocks and the achieve for BFD, I'm guessing we're gonna be about 27, 28 maybe if we're lucky. Maybe 28. Realistically 27, 27 and a half. But then I think we can maybe do RFD. We might have to be 29 for RFD. So we'll probably have to grind out a level to after BFD and stocks. Yeah. That's probably what's going to end up happening. So of the next like 5 levels, I'll have to grind a minimum of 2, potentially 3 of the next 5. Yeah. But you got to think too. I can do SFK again. I could do a SFK today to get to 25 or however far into 25. Potential for loot. And then go into BFD. I don't know which one's going to be faster. I don't. I don't think this is bad XP, but I also don't think it's amazing. I think I have to hearth anyways. I'll get halfway And then I'm gonna hearth, sell, clear bags, all that. Oh, now I have to do it until these buffs run out. Armor and all attributes? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be using that. Ooh, 27. 37 too died. Desolus. How do you die in Desolus? Mobs are so spread out. Dwarf Hunter, level 27, died Eastern Kingdoms. That sucks. I just got the cast off too. We're just full of buffs. Crazy thing is, I would still get XP from the bosses in Dead Mines. I'm not gonna run Dead Mines, but even though Thief's Blade, big upgrade, there's actually value there. But at this point, I'm trying to be a little efficient with my leveling. I don't think that would be. Ooh, a 54. Little Nashara. Damn. That sucks. That's how I lost my 50 priest. Was it in Azara? Whatever zone is with the furbolgs. That's why you don't execute. Fast kills. Where run to go? Oh, backwards. For the cast. It's clutch. Clutch. This guy says guild dead. No. Not even in the slightest. Damn, a 49. He says boss, and then he died. Bolt. Oh, he's an alderman. A 49 warrior dies in alderman. Guy says, none is talking, guild is dead. Don't think so. I've guild deaths on and nothing came up. No, I'm saying, is the guild dead? I mean, it's got 55 people on middle of the day on a Saturday. It's just kind of natural player flux tendencies. Hey, the auction sold for 35 silver on the axe. That's what I wanted. Maybe I could get the axe to sell. I mean, I think 55 online is pretty good for main guild. How many people are in it? 831. So we have lost 100 players. Granted, it's hardcore. So it sort of makes sense, but still, they're not refilling as quickly. They're not refilling as quickly. But hardcore is niche. It's never going to be as popular as classic air, huh? It's a niche within a niche. Because you have the niche of classic WoW. And then you have another one within hardcore. And then if you're going to go ultra, it's another one within that. So the fact that it even has 55 online, should be grateful for it. Okay, now we're over halfway. Lesser arena potion. I have 23 minutes on Mark of the Wild. I have to redo food buff soon. Oh, that's 12 silver. For the pants. So there's a way to remove the possibility for ice armor and mobs. Let's actually slow your attacks. This guy says Zard dies and Pika dies same day Ashes comes out. It's a little, I mean, who knows? Who knows? I doubt it. That's legit. Ashes is half built. Lame. Still lit, though. No staying power. Yeah, I mean, I played it in the first alpha, and then the second alpha. I don't know. I think Ashes has a decent future. Like, I think it peaked at like 30k concurrent, which I don't know. It's never gonna be super popular, but I think it'll keep a niche audience long term. And who knows? Maybe it'll grow as an MMO, but I think you're gonna be hard pressed because it's kind of doomed to its fate because of the large scale aspect and the time investment. So you have two things: the time investment, but also the absolute requirement to be in a large group towards a common goal. But you could just be a random and join a random city, and you'll get some of the benefits, and you'll contribute, and you'll have your community and whatnot. But I don't think the investment return ratio, basically the ROI for time, is lower on Ashes than it is for WoW. I think, at least in its current state. But I will say, because there's going to be wipes, it'd be a really good time to learn the game. Really, really good time to learn the game. When everybody's new. Because I actually was in that really hardcore guild for Ashes since like pre-alpha. What's it called? Overlord. I was in Overlord, and I don't know. Just the game wasn't cooked up enough. And again, that's a game where not only do you to really get a lot out of a game like Ashes, you not only have to main game it, pretty much has to be the only game you play. And on top of that, it really gaming's the only hobby you can have if you really want to push. You can say the same thing about anything in general, but it's not the same. Like take League for example, if you can get better and you can get a pretty good return on investment solo playing and ranked for 2 hours a day. You play a game like Ashes for 2 hours a day solo, it's just you're just spinning your tires. You're never gonna get anything accomplished in game. Huge buff, thank you. 26 stam even. I will eat after this mob. So he's doing Holy Fire, Mind Blast, Wand. I think there are certain level bands for Priest where the Holy Fire with the Shadow Word Pain is better. But I forget all the breakpoints since doing my Priest. Man, these mobs die so fast now. That's what makes me curious. If at 25 even, this would just get faster. Even though you get, I wonder if this would be faster at 25. I really do. That's another thing I really need is bags. I need larger bags. I almost got 3 stacks of wool. What I should do is I'll make some bandages. Oh, I have to get to 150 for silk. That'll be huge though. Oh, we're not getting any skill ups. See what's nice about these is not only do you not have to use food. I mean 300 health plus some spirit ticks. Like I could go real low, just bandage up. It'd pretty much be like 10 to 100. Go from 10 to 100%. That'd be really nice. Got to 146. Okay. We have some bag space. Crazy part is that's like a gold and a half of wool. That's nuts. Or it's over. How about it's over a gold 20 silver of wool? And then in silk, I think drops. Because most servers, silk is better to vendor, like 30 silver for a stack. Usually you get more than what if you auction it. So the price is actually lower than wool. Although that might be different on a hardcore server. That might be different. I don't think so though. Because you have so many more rerolls. I think it'll actually keep that trend the same. Oh, that was a misclick. Guy's doing a DM achievement run. I'll be honest, the DM achievement run was harder than the SFK achievement run, and that's why I really wanted to get Wailing Caverns, but I just could not find a group. Could not find a group of the correct level, at least. You know. So we've got one level 26 hunter competing. Okay, he's dead here. Oh, he missed. There we go. I swear there was a mob there. I would like to be able to do at least, assuming I get 60, I would like to at least do like a Nixia and MC. That would be sick. If I could kill any raid boss on hardcore ultra as a, like, that'd just be badass. I would have never expected to get that far. Big crit. Changes the mob. Changes the mob. Okay, let's bandage. I don't know. I did not actually enjoy Battlefield. Oh, I kind of like the Climb Chaos map. That was fun. Different. But just the normal conquest. That new map's kind of cool. I would like to play that map a little bit more. But I was legit enjoying Trackmania. I was. Astronar. Kill him. Those are venerable. Next hit kills. Late hamstring. Damn, level 20. Like caverns. Dude, what are you doing? Root of the Fang killed 3 people. All 3 paladins. Holy turret says LOL, died. The other guy said rare is up, died. Third guy said KK, died. Oh, that's brutal. A Wailing Caverns Druid of the Fang wipe, of all things. Wow. All right. Usually this one's spawned by now. I mean, we're making decent time. Hour 20. Oof. It's actually no. I take it back. That's kind of a slow level. That's kind of a slow level, isn't it? I'll make up for it though. Now, BFD's gonna be a little bit. Actually, no. I'll be able to fly into Ashenvale, and then I can run to BFD from there. That's not even that bad. That's not even bad. Now how long the run takes and how much XP you get, and how long it takes to form the group, those things I don't know. But it will still be pretty decent XP an hour. And then when we do stocks, that should be pretty fast, I think. To get the not only to get the group, but to get into the dungeon and run it. I think it'll all be pretty fast. And then after that, it's RFD and then SM cakewalks, as long as everybody is paying attention. Because then you start getting more abilities, and it just trivializes the small pack pulls. Oh, we've got a 32 mage. Brother, why are you still here? You are 10 levels above these mobs. That's crazy. That is really, really crazy. There's gotta be a better place for him to grind. It's gotta be. There was a dodge. And another one. He's gotta be super low. Oh, come on. Level 19 Warlock. Oh, wetlands? Or what was he doing? The wetlands swim or something? He died? Might need LibreVox. LibreVox. Let's go with genre. Let's get attacking a mob here. Perfect. I don't know if they had any more Newton books. Optics already. I kind of listened to most of Optics already. Hold on, let's find something here. Um, Nonfiction medical. Let's see if there's anything with logic. What about two natures? St. Thomas Aquinas. Might be a good one to listen to. Essays in experimental logic. Let's do essays in experimental logic.
Essays in Experimental Logic by John Dewey.
Chapter 1 Introduction Sections 1 through 4. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. The key to understanding the doctrine of the essays which are herewith reprinted lies in the passages regarding the temporal development of experience. Setting out from a conviction, more current at the time when the essays were written than it is now, that knowledge implies judgment and hence thinking, the essays try to show 1. That such terms as thinking, reflection, judgment denote inquiries or the results of inquiry, and 2. That inquiry occupies an intermediate and mediating place in the development of an experience. If this be granted, it follows at once that a philosophical discussion of the distinctions and relations which figure most largely in logical theories depends upon a proper placing of them in their temporal context, and that, in default of such placing, we are prone to transfer the traits of the subject matter of
Essays in Experimental Logic by John Dewey.
Chapter 1 Introduction Sections 1 through 4. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. The key to understanding the doctrine of the essays which are herewith reprinted lies in the passages regarding the temporal development of experience. Setting out from a conviction, more current at the time when the essays were written than it is now, that knowledge implies judgment and hence thinking, the essays try to show 1. That such terms as thinking, reflection, judgment denote inquiries
All right.
or the results of inquiry, and 2. That
We're
inquiry
getting there.
occupies an intermediate and mediating place in the development of an experience.
I'm at
If
pool and
this be
rage.
granted, it follows at once that a philosophical discussion of the distinctions and relations which figure most largely in logical theories depends upon a proper placing of them in their temporal context, and that, in default of such placing, we are prone to transfer the traits of the subject matter of one phase to that of another, with a confusing outcome. Section 1. An intermediary stage for knowledge, that is, for knowledge comprising reflection and having a distinctively intellectual quality, implies a prior stage of a different kind, a kind variously characterized in the essays as social, affectional, technological, aesthetic, etc. It may most easily be described from a negative point of view. It is a type of experience which cannot be called a knowledge experience without doing violence to the term knowledge and to experience. It may contain knowledge resulting from prior inquiries. It may include thinking within itself, but not so that they dominate the situation and give it its peculiar flavor. Positively, anyone recognizes the difference between an experience of quenching thirst, where the perception of water is a mere incident, and an experience of water where knowledge of what water is the controlling interest. Or
What's this guy's
between the
name?
enjoyment of social converse among friends and a deliberate study made of the character of one of the participants. Between aesthetic appreciation of a picture and an examination of it by a connoisseur to establish the artist, or by a dealer who has a commercial interest in determining its probable selling value. The distinction between the two types of experience is evident to anyone
All right, there we
who
go.
will take the trouble to recall what he does most of the time when not engaged in meditation or inquiry. But since one does not think about knowledge except when he is thinking, except, that is, when the intellectual or cognitional interest is dominant, the professional philosopher is only too prone to think of all experiences as if they were of the type he is specially engaged in, and hence unconsciously or intentionally to project its traits into experiences to which they are alien. Unless he takes the simple precaution of holding before his mind contrasting experiences like those just mentioned, he generally forms a habit of supposing that no qualities or things at all are present in experience, except as objects of some kind of apprehension or awareness. Overlooking, and afterward denying, that things and qualities are present to most men, most of the time, as things and qualities in situations of prizing and aversion, of seeking and finding, of converse, enjoyment and suffering, of production and employment, of manipulation and destruction. He thinks of things as either totally absent from experience, or else there as objects of consciousness or knowing. This habit is a tribute to the importance of reflection and of the knowledge which accrues from it. But a discussion of knowledge perverted at the outset by such a misconception is not likely to proceed prosperously. All this is not to deny that some element of reflection or inference may be required in any situation to which the term experience is applicable, in any way which contrasts with, say, the experience of an oyster or a growing bean vine. Men experience illness. What they experience is certainly something very different from an object of apprehension. Yet it is quite possible that what makes an illness into a conscious experience is precisely the intellectual elements which intervene. A certain taking of some things as representative of other things. My thesis about the primary character of non-reflectional experience is not intended to preclude this hypothesis, which appears to me a highly plausible one. But it is indispensable to note that, even in such cases, The intellectual element is set in a context which is non-cognitive, and which holds within it in suspense a vast complex of other qualities and things, that in the experience itself are objects of esteem or aversion, of decision, of use, of suffering, of endeavor and revolt, not of knowledge. When, in a subsequent reflective experience, we look back and find these things and qualities, quales would be a better word, or values, if the latter word were not so open to misconstruction. We are only too prone to suppose that they were then what they are now, objects of a cognitive regard, themes of an intellectual gesture. Hence the erroneous conclusion that things are either just out of experience, or else are, more or less badly, known objects. In any case, the best way to study the character of these cognitional factors, which are merely incidental in so many of our experiences, is to study them in the type of experience where they are most prominent, where they dominate, where knowing, in short, is the prime concern.
Damn, all these warlocks dying.
Such study will also, by a reflex reference, throw into greater relief the contrasted characteristic traits of the non-reflectional types of experience. In such contrast, the significant traits of the latter are seen to be internal organization. 1. The factors and qualities hang together. There is a great variety of them, but they are saturated with a pervasive quality. Being ill with the grip is an experience which includes an immense diversity of factors, but nonetheless is the one qualitatively unique experience which it is. Philosophers, in their exclusively intellectual preoccupation with analytic knowing, are only too much given to overlooking the primary import of the term thing, namely, race, an affair, an occupation, a cause, something which is similar
We
to
got
having
4
the
bars
grip,
left.
or conducting a political campaign, or getting rid of an overstock of canned tomatoes, or going to school, or paying attention to a young woman. In short, just what is meant in non-philosophic discourse by an experience.
Yeah, 4 bars. That's what I thought. Boogie.
Noting things only as if they were objects, that is, objects of knowledge.
Now we've got
continuity
hour
is rendered
37.
a mystery. Qualitative pervasive unity is too often regarded as a
90
subjective
minutes,
state
80%.
injected into an object which does not possess it,
That'll take me
as a
another half
mental
hour, damn.
construct, or else as a trait of being to be
Well, I did say
attained
about
to only by
5:30.
recourse to some
I'm gonna be
curious
about
organ
right.
of knowledge termed intuition. In like fashion, organization is thought of as the achieved outcome of a highly scientific knowledge, or as the result of transcendental rational synthesis, or as a fiction superinduced by association upon elements each of which, in its own right, is a separate existence. One advantage of an excursion by one who philosophizes upon knowledge into primary non-reflectional experience is that the excursion serves to remind him that every empirical situation has its own organization of a direct, non-logical character. 2. Another trait of every race is that it has focus and context, brilliancy and obscurity, conspicuousness or apparency, and concealment or reserve, with a constant movement of redistribution. Movement about an axis persists, but what is in focus constantly changes. Consciousness, in other words, is only a very small and shifting portion of experience. The scope and content of the focused apparency have immediate dynamic
Let's get rid of...
connections with portions of experience not at the time
I don't even
obvious. The word which I have just written is momentarily focal. Around it, their shade off into vagueness my typewriter, the desk,
Yeah, sharpening
the room,
stone's not worth much.
the building, the
Rough
campus,
at least.
the town, and so on. In the experience, and in it in such a way as to qualify even what is shiningly apparent, are all the physical features of the environment extending out into space, no one can say how far, and all the habits and interests extending backward and forward in time of the organism which uses the typewriter, and which notes the written form of the word only as temporary focus in a vast and changing scene. I shall not dwell upon the importance of this fact in its critical bearings upon theories of experience which have been current. I shall only point out that when the word experience is employed in the text, it means just such an immense and operative world of diverse and interacting elements.
Okay, so it's gonna
It
mock
might
rouse
seem
somebody.
wiser in view of the fact
Level
that the term
36 priest.
experience is so frequently used by philosophers to denote
Why do I
something
doubt
very
him?
different from such a world, to use an acknowledgedly objective term, to talk about the typewriter, for example. But experience in ordinary usage, as distinct from
Damn.
its technical use in psychology and philosophy,
That's actually an
expressly
upgrade.
denotes something which a specific term like
Four
typewriter
strength.
does not
Two,
designate.
it's strength
Namely,
over
the
stand.
indefinite
Or
range
strength
of
over
context
spirit,
in
sorry.
which the typewriter is actually
I
set.
think I'm gonna stay with spirit.
Its spatial and temporal environment, including the habitudes, plans, and activities
I
of
am
its
now
operator.
out of buffs from other
And
players.
if we are asked, why not then use a general objective term
I've gotten
like
4
world or
greens
environment?
since I've
The answer
here
is
today.
that the word experience suggests something indispensable, which these terms omit, namely, the actual focus
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
getting rid of
world
the
at one point
mana pot.
in a focus of immediate shining apparency. In other words, in its ordinary human usage, the term experience was invented and employed previously because of the necessity of having some way to refer peremptorily to what is indicated in only a roundabout and divided way by such terms as organism and environment, subject and object,
Where's that food
persons
buff?
and things, mind and nature,
There it is.
and so on. Section 2. Had this background of the essays been more explicitly denoted, I do not know whether they would have met with more acceptance, but it is likely that they would not have met with so many misunderstandings. But the essays, save for slight incidental references, took this background for granted in the allusions to the universe of non-reflectional experience of our doings, sufferings, and enjoyments of the world, and of one another. It was their purpose to point out that reflection, and hence knowledge, having logical properties, arises because of the appearance of incompatible factors within the empirical situation just pointed at. Incompatible, not in a mere structural or static sense, but in an active and progressive sense. Then, opposed responses are provoked, which cannot be taken simultaneously in overt action, and which accordingly can be dealt with whether simultaneously or successively, only after they have been brought into a plan of organized actions by means of analytic resolution and synthetic imaginative conspectus. In short, by means of being taken cognizance of. In other words, reflection appears as the dominant trait of a situation when there is something seriously the matter, some trouble, due to active discordance, dissentiency, conflict among the factors of a prior non-intellectual experience. When, in the phraseology of the essays, a situation becomes tensional.
5 silver.
Given such a situation,
Oof.
it is obvious that the meaning of the situation as a whole is uncertain. Through calling out two opposed modes of behavior,
Go
it presents
with-
itself as meaning two incompatible things.
I don't
The
know.
only way out is through careful inspection of the situation, involving resolution into elements, and a
It's just
going
a
out
cheaper
beyond
grade than
what
the
is
other
found
grades.
upon such inspection to be given to something else to get a leverage for understanding it. That is, we have A, to locate the difficulty, and B, to devise a method of coping with it. Any such way of looking at thinking demands, moreover, that the difficulty be located in the situation in question, very literally, in question. Knowing always has a particular purpose, and its solution must be a function of its conditions in connection with additional ones which are brought to bear. Every reflective knowledge, in other words, has a specific task which is set by a concrete and empirical situation, so that it can perform that task only by detecting and remaining faithful to the conditions in the situation in which the difficulty arises, while its purpose is a reorganization of its factors in order to get unity. So far, however, there is no accomplished knowledge, but only knowledge coming to be, learning in the Greek conception. Thinking gets no farther as thinking than a statement of elements constituting the difficulty at hand, and a statement, a propounding, a proposition, of a method for resolving them. In fixing the framework of every reflective situation, This state of affairs also determines the further step which is needed, if there is to be knowledge. Knowledge in the eulogistic sense, as distinct from opinion, dogma, and guesswork, or from what casually passes current as knowledge. Overt action is demanded if the worth or validity of the reflective considerations is to be determined. Otherwise, we have, at most, only a hypothesis that the conditions of the difficulty are such, and that the way to go at them so as to get over or through them is thus and so. This way must be tried in action. It must be applied, physically, in the situation. By finding out what then happens, we test our intellectual findings, our logical terms or projected metes and bounds. If the required reorganization is effected, they are confirmed, and reflection on that topic ceases. If not, there is frustration, and inquiry continues. That all knowledge, as issuing from reflection, is experimental, in the literal physical sense of experimental, is then a constituent proposition of this doctrine. Upon this view, thinking, or knowledge-getting, is far from being the armchair thing it is often supposed to be. The reason it is not an armchair thing is that it is not an event going on exclusively within the cortex, or the cortex and the vocal organs. It involves the explorations by which relevant data are procured and the physical analyses by which they are refined and made precise. It comprises readings by which information is got a hold of, the words which are experimented with, and the calculations by which the significance of entertained conceptions or hypotheses is elaborated. Hands and feet, apparatus and appliances of all kinds are as much a part of it as changes in the brain. Since these physical operations, including the cerebral events and equipments, are a part of thinking, thinking is mental, not because of a peculiar stuff which enters into it, or of peculiar non-natural activities which constitute it, but because of what physical acts and appliances do, the distinctive purpose for which they are employed, and the distinctive results which they accomplish. That reflection terminates through a definite overt act in another non-reflectional situation, within which incompatible responses may again in time be aroused, and so another problem in reflection beset, goes without saying. Certain things about this situation, however, do not at the present time speak for themselves.
You're
and
shocked
need
at
to
the
be
kill
set
times
forth.
compared to
Let me in the first place call attention
22
to
to
an
24. It's
ambiguity
just
in the term
crazy.
knowledge.
It's so
The
important to
statement that
kill
all knowledge involves
equivalent or
reflection,
lower level mobs.
or
It's
more
so
concretely,
important.
that it denotes an inference from evidence, gives offense to many.
Like,
It
let's
seems
say
a
you
departure from
earn
the fact, as
15%
well as a willful limitation of the word
lower
knowledge.
XP per mob.
I have in this introduction
Doesn't matter.
endeavored to
You're
mitigate
killing 'em
the obnoxiousness of
twice
the
as
doctrine
fast.
by referring to knowledge which is intellectual or logical in character. Lest this expression be regarded as a futile evasion of a real issue, I shall now be more explicit. 1. It may well be admitted that there is a real sense in which knowledge, as distinct from thinking, or inquiring with a guess attached, does not come into existence till thinking has terminated in the experimental act which fulfills
like
the
5
specifications
stacks of
set
wool
forth
here.
in thinking.
Not just on this
What is
level.
also true is that the object thus determined is an object of knowledge only because of the thinking which has preceded it, and to which it sets a happy term. To run against a hard and painful stone is not, of itself, I should say, an act of knowing. But if running into a hard and painful thing is an outcome predicted, after inspection of data and elaboration of a hypothesis, then the hardness and the painful bruise which define the thing as a stone also constituted emphatically an object of knowledge. In short, the object of knowledge, in the strict sense, is its objective, and this objective is not constituted till it is reached. Now this conclusion, as the word denotes, is thinking brought to a close, done with. If the reader does not find this statement satisfactory, he may, pending further discussion, at least recognize that the doctrine set forth has no difficulty in connecting knowledge with inference, and at the same time admitting that knowledge in the emphatic sense does not exist till inference has ceased. Seen from this point of view, so-called immediate knowledge or simple apprehension or acquaintance knowledge represents a critical skill, a certainty of response which has accrued in consequence of reflection. A like sureness of footing apart from prior investigations and testings is found in instinct and habit. I do not deny that these may be better than knowing, but I see no reason for complicating an already too confused situation by giving them the name knowledge with its usual intellectual implications. From this point of view, the subject matter of knowledge is precisely that which we do not think of, or mentally refer to in any way, being that which is taken as matter of course. But it is nevertheless knowledge in virtue of the inquiry which has led up to it. 2. Definiteness, depth, and variety of meaning
And now we're
attached to the
buff.
objects of an experience just in the degree in which they have been previously thought about, even when present in an experience in which they do not evoke inferential procedures at all. Such terms as meaning, significance, value have a double sense. Sometimes they mean a function, the office of one thing representing another, or pointing to it as implied, the operation, in short, of serving as a sign. In the word symbol, this meaning is practically exhaustive. But the terms also sometimes mean an inherent quality, a quality intrinsically characterizing the thing experienced and making it worthwhile. The word sense, as in the phrase sense of a thing, and nonsense, is devoted to this use as definitely as are the words sign and symbol to the other. In such a pair as import and importance, the first tends to select the reference to another thing, while the second names an intrinsic content. In reflection, the extrinsic reference is always primary. The height of the mercury means rain. The color of the flame means sodium. The form of the curve means factors distributed accidentally. In the situation which follows upon reflection, meanings are intrinsic. They have no instrumental or subservient office, because they have no office at all. They are as much qualities of the object in the situation as are red and black, hard and soft, square and round. And every reflective experience adds new shades of such intrinsic qualifications. In other words, while reflective knowing is instrumental to gaining control in a troubled situation, and thus has a practical or utilitarian force, it is also instrumental to the enrichment of the immediate significance of subsequent experiences. And it may well be that this byproduct, this gift of the gods, is incomparably more valuable for living a life than is the primary and intended result of control, essential as is that control to having a life to live. Words are treacherous in this field. There are no accepted criteria for assigning or measuring their meanings. But if one used the term consciousness to denote immediate values of objects, then it is certainly true that consciousness is a lyric cry, even in the midst of business. But
You know what I'm
it is
gonna do,
equally
though?
true that if someone
I
else
think I'm gonna stay
understands by
until
consciousness the function
I
of effective
lose my,
reflection, then consciousness
oh
is
shoot.
the business,
You know what, I'll
even in
just
the
hurt
midst
log out
of
and keep
writing
them.
or singing lyrics. But the statement remains inadequate until we add that knowing as a business,
I think I'll
inquiry,
level
and
before
invention as
5:30 though. It's gonna be
enterprises,
close. I got a
as
whole nother
practical
bar.
acts, become themselves charged with the meaning of what they accomplish as their own immediate quality. There exists no disjunction between aesthetic qualities which are final, yet idle, and acts which are practical or instrumental. The latter have their own delights and sorrows.
Level 7
Section
death.
3.
Really?
Speaking then from the standpoint of temporal order, we find reflection or thought occupying an intermediate and reconstructive position. It comes between a temporally prior situation and organized interaction of factors, of active and appreciative experience, wherein some of the factors have become discordant and incompatible.
I have
And a
very
later
little
situation,
downtime now.
which has been
Especially with
constituted
the
out of
spirit
the first
gear.
situation, by means of acting on the findings of reflective inquiry. This final situation, therefore, has a richness of meaning, as well as a controlled character lacking to its original. By it is fixed the logical validity or intellectual force of the terms and relations distinguished by reflection. Owing to the continuity of experience, the overlapping and recurrence of like problems, these logical
I got about
fixations become the
8 kills
greatest
left, maybe
assistance
9
to
kills to
subsequent
level.
inquiries. They are its
I don't know what I'm
working
gonna use this
means.
point on.
In such future uses, they get further tested, defined,
execute,
and elaborated, until the vast
wheel.
and refined systems
You know what, I'm gonna bring
of
up
the technical
Cammy's
objects
video.
and formulae of the sciences come into existence. a point to which we shall return later. Owing to circumstances upon which it is unnecessary to dwell, the position thus sketched was not developed primarily upon its own independent account, but rather in
It's
the course
obviously
of
great
the
for the
criticism of
5%
another
crit.
type of logic, the idealistic logic found in Lotze. It is obvious that the theory in question has critical bearings. According to it, reflection in its distinctions and processes can be understood only when placed in its intermediate pivotal temporal position as a process of control through reorganization of material alogical in character.
So
It intimates that
yeah,
thinking would not
improved
exist,
execute.
and hence knowledge would not be
Battlefield,
found in a world which
Enrage
presented
and
no
then Death
troubles,
Wish.
or where there are no problems
Oh,
of evil. And on the other hand, that a reflective
being the
method
victim.
is the only sure way of dealing with these troubles. It intimates that while the results of reflection, because of the continuity of experience, may be of wider scope than the
Just kill my
situation
mobs.
which calls out a particular inquiry or invention, reflection itself is always specific in origin and aim. It always has something special to cope with, for troubles are concretely specific. It intimates also that thinking and reflective knowledge are never an end-all, never their own purpose nor justification, but that they pass naturally into a more direct and
Say
vital
piercing
plane
howl
of
lasts.
experience, whether technological or appreciative or social.
It'll be improved
This doctrine
execute
implies, moreover,
first, and then
that
enrage.
logical theory in
Done.
its usual sense is essentially a descriptive study, that it is an account of the processes and tools which have actually been found effective in inquiry, comprising in the term inquiry both deliberate discovery and deliberate invention. Since the doctrine was propounded in an intellectual environment where such statements were not commonplaces, where in fact the logic was reigning which challenged these convictions at every point, it is not surprising that it was put forth with a controversial coloring, being directed particularly at the dominant idealistic logic. The point of contact, and hence the point of conflict, between the logic set forth and the idealistic logic
I'm not
are
refood
far to
buffing
seek.
or
The logic based on
sharpening,
idealism
since I'm
had,
almost
as a matter
done
of
with
fact,
this session.
treated knowledge from the standpoint of an account of thought in the sense of conception, judgment, and inferential reasoning. But while it had inherited this view from the older rationalism, it had also learned from Hume, via Kant, that direct sense or perceptual material must be taken into account. Hence it had, in effect, formulated the problem of logic as the problem of the connection of logical thought with sense material, and had attempted to set forth a metaphysics of reality based upon various ascending stages of the completeness of the rationalization or idealization of given, brute, fragmentary sense material by synthetic activity
hey,
thought.
there it is. Improved
While
execute.
considerations of a much less formal kind were chiefly influential in bringing idealism to its modern vogue, such as the conciliation of a scientific with a religious and moral point of view, and the need of
Now
rationalizing
it'll just
social
be
and historical
even
institutions
higher
so as to explain
hit
their
chance.
cultural effect.
Even
Yet this
higher
logic
health. What did I get?
constituted
One
the
stam?
technique
Yeah.
of
2
idealism,
strength
its
though.
strictly intellectual claim for acceptance.
Take it. Every
The
little
point
bit
of
helps.
contact, and hence of conflict, between it and such a doctrine of logic and reflective thought as is set forth above is, I repeat, fairly obvious. Both fix upon thinking as the key to the situation. I still believe what I believed when I wrote the essays, that under the influence of idealism, valuable analyses and formulations of the work of reflective thought, in its relation to securing knowledge of objects,
Wait,
were
can you
executed.
get max?
But, and the
No,
but was
you only
one
get
of
2 points.
exceptional
Okay.
gravity. The idealistic
Then
logic
improved
started from the
execute,
distinction
then
between
2
immediate
enrage,
plural
and then
data
piercing howl,
and
and then
unifying,
death wish for number 30.
rationalizing meanings as a distinction ready-made in experience,
Okay.
and it's set upon as the goal of knowledge, and hence as the definition of true reality, a complete, exhaustive, comprehensive, and eternal system in which plural and immediate data are forever woven into a fabric and pattern of self-luminous meaning.
34k
In short,
XP.
it ignored the temporally intermediate
That's a lot.
and instrumental place of reflection. And because it ignored and denied this place, it overlooked its essential feature: control of the environment in behalf of human progress and well-being. The effort at control being simulated by the needs, the defects, the troubles, which accrue when
At
the
30,
environment
we
coerces and
respect the
suppresses
arms
man,
though for
or
sweeping
when man
strikes.
endeavors in ignorance to override
Yep.
the environment. Hence, it misconstrued the criterion of the work of intelligence.
Getting close, getting
It set up
close.
as its criterion an absolute and non-temporal reality at large, instead of using the criterion
Ooh,
of
only
specific
108 XP
temporal
for that.
achievement of consequences through a
Yikes.
control supplied by reflection. And with this outcome, it proved faithless to the cause which had generated it, and given it its reason for being. The magnification of the work of intelligence in our actual physical and social world. For a theory which ends by declaring that everything is, really and eternally, thoroughly ideal and rational, cuts the nerve of the specific demand and work of intelligence. From this general statement, let me descend to the technical point upon which turns the criticism of idealistic logic by the essays.
I do want to get some
Grant
skill
for a
up
moment,
though
as a
before I move
hypothesis,
on.
that thinking starts neither from an implicit force of rationality, desiring to realize itself completely in and through and against the limitations which are imposed upon it by the conditions of our human experience, as all idealisms have taught, nor from the fact that in each human being is a mind whose business it is just to know,
We'll
to
also make the
theorize
3-hour
in the
mark.
Aristotelian sense, but rather that it starts from an effort to get out of some trouble,
It'd be like a
actual or
bar,
menacing.
bar and a half.
It is
Into
quite clear
25.
that the human race has tried many another way out besides reflective inquiry. Its
Damn,
favorite
another
resort
one.
has been a combination of magic
That's
and
actually
torture,
good for
the
druids.
former to get the
Wow,
needed relief and control, the latter to import into
that's
imagination,
huge.
and hence into emotional consummation, the realizations denied in fact. But as far as reflection does emerge and gets a working foothold, the nature of its job is set for it. On the one hand, it must discover, it must find out, it must detect, it must inventory what is there.
Ooh.
All this,
Okay.
or else it will never know what the
Stand
matter
in.
is.
Keller's
The human
girdle.
being will not find out what struck him, and hence will have no idea of where to seek for a remedy, for the
What
needed
are we doing
control.
with that?
On the other hand, it must invent,
Making
it
room, of
must project,
course.
it must bring to bear upon the given situation what is
I guess
not
I just get rid
as
of
it
those ones.
exists, given as a part of it. This seems to be quite empirical and quite evident. The essay submitted the thesis that this simple dichotomization of the practical situation of power and enjoyment, when menaced into what is there, whether as obstacle or as resource, and into suggested inventions, projections of something else to be brought to bear upon it, ways of dealing with it, is the explanation of the time-honored logical
Resist.
determinations of brute fact, dictum,
I'm just got a stack
and
of
meaning,
silk
or
here.
ideal quality.
Nice.
Of, in more psychological terminology, sense perception and conception, of particulars, parts, fragments, and universals, generics, and also of whatever there is of intrinsic significance in the traditional subject-predicate scheme of logic. It held less formally that this view explained the eulogistic connotations always attaching to reason, and to the work of reason in effecting unity, harmony,
Come on.
comprehension, or synthesis.
There you go.
To
Put him
the
down.
traditional combination of a depreciatory attitude toward brute facts, with a grudging conception of the necessity which thought is under of accepting them, and taking them for its own subject matter and checks. More specifically, it is held that this view supplied, and I should venture to say for the first time, an explanation of the traditional theory of truth as a correspondence or agreement of existence and mind or thought. It showed that the correspondence or agreement was
Any
like that
mages on
between
for a
an
damn
invention
port or a
and the
darn
conditions
port?
which the
They
invention
died in
is intended
Desolate.
to meet. Thereby, a
A
lot of
Maradine
epistemological
Wrangler.
hangers-on to logic were
It was a
eliminated,
level
where
39
the
lock.
distinctions which
That's
epistemology had misunderstood were
how.
located where they belong, in the art of inquiry, considered as a joint process of ascertainment and invention, projection, or hypothesizing, of which more below. Section 4. The essays were published in 1903. At that time, as has been noted, idealism was in practical command of the philosophic field in both England and this country.
Free might.
The logics in vogue were profoundly influenced by Kantian and post-Kantian thought. Empirical logics, those conceived under the influence of Mill, still existed, but their light was dimmed by the radiance of the regnant idealism. Moreover, from the standpoint of the doctrine expounded in the essays, the empirical logic committed the same logical fault as did the idealistic, in taking sense data to be primitive instead of being resolutions of the things of prior experience into elements for the aim of securing evidence, while it had no recognition of the specific service rendered by intelligence in the development of new
Kill speed is
meanings and
insane.
plans of new actions. This state of things may explain the controversial
XP
nature
is-
of the essays and their
that was actually
selection
pretty
in
good for one
particular
mob.
of an idealistic logic for animate version. Since the essays were written, there has been an impressive revival of realism, and also a development of a type of logical theory, the so-called analytic logic, corresponding to the philosophical aspirations of the new realism. This marked alteration of intellectual
crit.
environment subjects the doctrine of the essays to a test not contemplated when they were written. It is one thing to develop a hypothesis in view of a particular situation. It is another to test its worth in view of procedures and results having a radically different motivation and direction. It is of course impossible to discuss the analytic logic in this place. A consideration of how some of its main tenets compare with the conclusions outlined above will, however, throw some light upon the meaning and the worth of the latter. Although this was formulated with the idealistic and sensationalistic logics in mind, the hypothesis that knowledge can be rightly understood only in connection with considerations of time and temporal position is a general one. If it is valid, it should be readily applicable to a critical placing of any theory which ignores and denies such temporal considerations. And while I have learned much from the realistic movement about the full force of the position sketched in the essays, when adequately developed, and while later discussions have made it clear that the language employed in the essays was sometimes unnecessarily, though naturally, infected by the subjectivism of the positions against which it was directed, I find that the analytic logic is also guilty of the fault of temporal dislocation.
Another green.
In one respect, idealistic
foreign.
logic takes cognizance of a temporal contrast. Indeed, it may fairly be said to be based upon it. It seizes upon the contrast in intellectual force, consistency, and comprehensiveness between the crude or raw data with which science sets out and the defined, ordered, and systematic totality at which it aims, and
It's
which,
gotta be
in
worth
part,
more than
it
7
achieves.
silver, right? At green?
This difference is a genuine empirical difference. Idealism noted that the difference may properly be ascribed to the intervention of thinking, that thought is what makes the difference. Now, since the outcome of science is of higher intellectual rank than its data, and since the intellectualistic tradition in philosophy has always identified degrees of logical adequacy with degrees of reality, the conclusion was naturally drawn that the real world, absolute reality, was an ideal or thought world, and that the sense world, the common sense world, the world of actual and historic experience, is simply a phenomenal world, presenting a fragmentary manifestation of that thought which the process of human thinking makes progressively explicit and articulate. The perception of the intellectual superiority of objects, which are constituted at the conclusion of thinking, over those which formed its data, may fairly be termed the empirical factor in the idealistic logic. The essence of the realistic reaction, on its logical side, is exceedingly simple. It starts from those objects with which science, approved science, ends. Since they are the objects which are known, which are true, they are the real objects. That they are also objects for intervening thinking is an interesting enough historical and psychological fact, but one quite irrelevant to their natures, which are precisely what knowledge finds them to be. In the biography of human beings, it may hold good that apprehension of objects is arrived at only through certain wanderings, endeavors, exercises, experiments. Possibly acts called sensation, memory, reflection may be needed by men in reaching a grasp of the objects. But such things denote facts about the history of the knower, not about the nature of the known object. Analysis will show, moreover, that any intelligible account of this history, any verified statement of the psychology of knowing,
Both weapons are between
assumes objects which are
129 out of
unaffected by the
130.
knowing. Otherwise, the pretended history is merely pretense, and not to be trusted. The history of the process of knowing, moreover, implies also the terms and propositions, truths,
Congrats to this
of
guy for
logic.
hitting 30 in Ultra.
That logic, therefore, be assumed as a science of objects real and true, quite apart from any process of thinking them. In short,
I
the
think we are going to
requirement is
hearse
that
and
we
end
shall
it
think
here.
things as they are themselves, not make them into
I think I
objects
had a couple
constructed by
people
thinking.
pop in very short.
This revival
We're
of
going to end
realism
LibreVox. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Okay, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Whoops. Bring that back. Yeah, I think I had one or two people pop in very shortly. Again, do not be afraid to hop in the chat. I'll try to I easily respond to anything that pops up because there is no chat. Ooh, level 40 death and Stranglethorn. Ouch. Join the Discord. I do dual stream on Twitch and YouTube under the same tag, Lancer0. So you can watch from either. I do also watch the YouTube chat, which I get no action over there, but it's okay. Hop over there. We got to 25. I'm gonna take a break. I got some stuff I gotta get taken care of. And then I'll be back tonight. And I want to do the BFD achievement run. And then hopefully get to at least 26, maybe 27. If I have time to maybe grind for an hour or two after BFD. That's kind of the plan here. We're gonna hearth out. Actually, you know what? I'll sell and clear before I leave. I want to see what these greens are worth. And I want to get them posted. That way when I come back, they've already sold. So that's kind of the loose plan. But yep. I think I'm going to end it. Like I said, that's the kind of the schedule. And then if I just for miraculous circumstances do not make it back on tonight, I'll pick it right back up tomorrow. So until next time, I'm out here. Peace.